What's going on, everybody? I got absolutely smoked by the book tonight, and I'm really pissed off. I'm frustrated. I had two leans in two different games, and they both went the complete opposite way. So, number one, USA, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, whatever you want to blame it on. USA sucked tonight. They were absolutely pathetic. Bryce Harper was the only one that really did anything. So my lean in the USA game was USA money line because they're easily the better team. Venezuela just wanted it more. Like, they were way more into it than USA. So yeah, that was the wrong lean. And then I leaned the over. I thought USA could have put 8 runs up on their own, and they had 0 runs through 8 innings. It was absolutely pathetic. I don't know if USA went out last night in Miami to the strip clubs, to the bars, were banging OnlyFans chicks or Latinas. I don't know what Aaron Judge and that team was doing last night, but they seemed to be completely hungover and just did not care to win that game. So 0 for 2 on that, USA on those 2 leans. Then my other 2 leans were in the Texas-NC State basketball game. Leaned NC State to win, and I also leaned the over. There was 200 points scored last time they played. There was only 130 scored tonight. So I was wrong there. And then NC State to win. It was tied, and Texas hit a buzzer beater to win by 2. So, yeah, I mean, I had 10 grand on one of those bets, and I lost a lot of money. And it sucks. Like, I'm going to come on here and always keep it real. So if you lost money tailing me, I feel for you. I apologize. I got rinsed. It's not the end of the world, although it does freaking suck. But we got to bounce back today. And I got a free pick for you guys in college hoops for Wednesday, March 18th. So, do me a quick favor. If you ride with me during the wins and you ride with me during the lows, like this video, subscribe, drop a comment if you got my back, or you're riding with me still. I apologize if it was your first day tailing yesterday. Look, it was Tuesday. Tuesday's always one of my best days, and it was also St. Patrick's Day. I was feeling lucky. Just went the complete opposite way. And you know what? Like, some Tuesdays are going to be like that. It sucks that it happened right before March Madness, but we're going to get right. And yeah, so check this out. I locked this in on Onyx Odds. They have an app. It's a sports book, and it's legal in all of these green states. So if you need some extra money for your bankroll to get back, I highly recommend you sign up on this website. I'll put in the pinned comment. Legal in about 40-something states, including Texas, California, Arizona, Florida, the Carolinas. And when you use promo code TRUPA, what's going to happen is when you spend $10 or deposit $10 into the site, they're going to load your account with a free $100. So put in 10, they give you 100. You can use that $100 going into March Madness or for this free pick I'm about to give you. And I'll also hook you up with 1 full week of VIP. Because we will have losing days just like we did for Tuesday. But there's a chance that maybe we have 5 winning days, across the week. The longer you ride with me, the more profit we're going to make. And if you just jump in for a day, it's kind of 50-50. We might have the best day, we might have the worst day. So anyways, hop on Onyx, get your free $100 at least. Minimum age is 18 years old, not 21. And let's dive into it. So it's going to be in this Wake Forest Navy game, 7 o'clock. And Wake Forest is coming out at 12.5 point favorites. This game's going to be played at Wake Forest. But there's a couple of things that I'm looking at. And number one, it's March. And when people say it's March, it means that anything is possible. Anything is live. No matter who's favorited 10 points or not, anything is possible. Do I think Wake Forest wins this game? Of course. They're minus 800, but a couple of things I was looking at is, number one, the Navy has a lot of seniors, and their top scorer is a senior, but their rebounds, if you look here, I don't even know how you say his name. Their center, 6'11" senior. He's getting 10 to 11 boards a game. And when you look at Wake Forest, the guy that's getting the most rebounds is a 6'7" sophomore getting about 6 rebounds. And if you look, well, who on this team can get boards? They don't really have like a big guy. So I think it's a mismatch. They have a forward here that gets 5.6 rebounds a game, Trayvon Spillers. Well, he's a senior, but he's 6'7", compared to the other guy who's 6'11". So honestly, like when we're pulling this up, if you look at like offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, Navy is going to dominate the boards. They are 65th in rebounds on offense, and on defense, they're 26th in the entire country. So they definitely win the rebound battle. The other thing is that they play really, really good defense. So look at Wake Forest's offense. They are 106th on offense in the country. Not too bad. You know, they're middle of the pack for 2-point percentage and then middle of the pack to 3-point percentage. But Navy, although maybe they've played worse competition than Wake Forest has this season, it's still something to keep in mind. They have the 5th best defense to points allowed, giving up about 63.3. So they definitely slow the pace down, and they play really good, tight defense. And they're obviously physical. You know, they're military students. So, 5th best defense. And then right here, where does Wake Forest usually, jump ahead? Shooting the 3 ball very, very well. Well, top 12th best 3-point defense in the entire country. So if Navy can, I guess, take that away from Wake Forest, I think Navy can keep this game within 12.5 points. If we look here at how many times Navy has covered plus 12.5, they've covered this 91% of games this season, which is huge. If we look at the last 20 games on the road, they've covered this 85% of the time in the last 20 road games. And then Wake Forest at home, in the last 20 games, they've covered this 35% of the time. So, again, I think Wake Forest could easily win this game, but I just think 12.5 points is way too much. So, with that being said, we are going to go to Onyx. We're going to go to Navy plus 12.5. It's minus 118. I might put a little bit more depending on where the line moves overnight. But yeah, I have $1,180 to return me $1,000 of profit. So $2,180. Again, you can find this on Onyx. You can copy all my plays on there. I also use Bovada and MyBookie. But Onyx is really nice because it's onshore, and they also have an app. And they have all the sports, including college baseball, for the most part. Sometimes they don't have certain stuff that other books do, but for the most part, no complaints about Onyx. Other than they do sometimes limit you, which I guess every sports book limits you if you are profitable. But yeah, give me Navy plus 12.5, and let's bounce back. We need it bad. And like I said, hop on Onyx. Get your free $100. If you get the $100, play with it. See if you can build that bankroll from $100 to $1,000. It's March Madness, so we're gonna make a ton of money. Obviously, we didn't today, but across the next 3 weeks of March Madness, we will be profitable, very profitable, if you take this seriously. And if you get your $100 and you end up not liking Onyx for whatever reason, you can always go back to your other sports book. But it would be dumb to leave $100 on the table, just because they change these offers quite often. They give out, like, if any of you guys are on Underdog and you guys like to do player props, they did $100, play 5, get 100. Then they lowered it to play 5, get 75. And then last week they just changed it to play 5, get 50. So the incentive kind of just goes down over time. So they could do the exact same thing. Get your $100, and everything else will be on Winnable. So subscribe to the free plan. Love you guys. I'm sorry about my piss poor performance, or USA's piss poor performance. But yeah, I'm back in the lab. I'll get us right. I'll get us back on track. And thank you for all the love and support. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace out.